Tuesday, October 28th. Salem wakes under a false calm, too quiet, too perfect, like the air itself is holding its breath. But beneath the surface, tension simmers. Secrets tremble, ready to explode. Whispers rise, loyalties shift. And before the night is over, one shocking act will tear the town apart. This isn't peace, it's the silence before the scream. Because in Salem, calm never lasts, and Halloween's darkness is already creeping in. At University Hospital, the fluorescent lights hum softly, too calm, too clean for the storm brewing inside Xander Kyriakis. He paces like a caged animal, his jaw tight, hands clenched, eyes darting toward the floor as if it's the only place safe enough to look. Marlena Evans watches quietly, patient but firm, the steady presence of someone who's seen too many men lose themselves to guilt. Finally, Xander stops. "I thought I could forget," he says, voice low and raw. "But every time I close my eyes, I see her face. Sarah, the lies, the pain. I ruined everything because I thought I could control it." Marlena leans forward, her tone both gentle and sharp. "Control is a comfort, Xander, until it becomes a cage. You've been punishing yourself long enough. The question is, are you ready to stop?" He laughs bitterly. "You think I deserve forgiveness?" "No," she replies, steady. "I think you deserve peace." Her words hang heavy in the air. For once, Xander doesn't have a comeback. The arrogance, the bravado, gone. All that's left is a man realizing the weight of his own sins. As he leaves her office, the door closes softly behind him. The hallway feels longer, darker. And though he tries to steady his breath, one truth echoes in his mind. Redemption is harder than revenge, and Salem never lets either come easy. Meanwhile, across town, Brady Black leads Sarah Horton to a strange destination, a rage room. The sign above the door reads, "Break Zone Therapy." Inside, shattered glass glitters under fluorescent lights, helmets hang from hooks, and the air smells faintly of metal and sweat. Sarah looks around, stunned. "You brought me here to break things?" she asks. Brady smiles faintly. "You've been breaking inside long enough. Maybe it's time to do it out loud." She hesitates, gripping the baseball bat he hands her. It feels foreign, heavy, symbolic. The first swing is awkward, uncertain. The second hits a mirror, splintering her reflection into 100 jagged pieces. Something cracks. Not the glass, but the dam inside her. She swings again and again, each blow releasing another scream, another tear. Months of grief, anger, and humiliation pour out of her like fire meeting oxygen. When she finally stops, breathless, surrounded by wreckage, she stares at the debris, her own chaos made visible. "You think this fixes anything?" she whispers through the tears. Brady's voice softens. "No. But maybe it helps you remember you're still alive." Their eyes lock. For a heartbeat, the noise fades. There's something unspoken, not love, not yet, but connection. A shared wound. When Sarah finally exhales, she's different. Not healed, but awakened. And as they walk out of the rage room, the silence between them feels like the start of something neither of them is ready to name. At the DiMera mansion, thunder rumbles in the distance, a fitting soundtrack for what's about to unfold. E.J. DiMera sits behind his mahogany desk, fingers steepled, eyes fixed on a single manila folder. The fire crackles, but there's no warmth in the room, only tension. Kat Green enters, heels clicking against the marble floor. "You wanted to see me?" she asks lightly, trying to break the tension. But one look at EJ's face, and her smile fades. EJ's voice is quiet, almost detached. "Tony's missing." The words hit like a bullet. Kat blinks. "Missing? What do you mean, missing?" He stands, pacing now, much like Xander earlier, another man caged by fear. He was supposed to check in from the DiMera lab. Security footage ends at 10:43 p.m. After that, nothing. Kat swallows hard. "You think something happened?" EJ exhales sharply. "I think something was set in motion." She remembers Tony's cryptic warnings, talk of advancing Stefano's research, whispers of a serum that could restore what death took away. It sounded impossible, until now. Kat's voice trembles. You think he tried to bring him back, don't you? EJ's jaw tightens. He doesn't answer. Instead, he says coldly, some ghosts are better left asleep. Don't wake them, Catherine. His words chill her to the core. She knows that look, the one that says he's hiding something colossal. As Kat leaves, the storm outside finally breaks, rain slamming against the mansion's windows. EJ turns toward the fireplace, eyes locked on an old portrait of Stefano. A faint whisper seems to echo through the room. EJ. My son. EJ freezes, half terrified, half enthralled. Maybe it's his mind playing tricks. Or maybe the phoenix is ready to rise again. The afternoon sun fades over Horton Square, casting long, golden shadows across the tables. Jennifer Horton spots Chad Damaris sitting alone, a half-finished coffee beside him, staring at nothing and everything all at once. Mind if I join you? She asks softly. He nods without looking up, his voice low. It's strange, sometimes I swear I hear them. In the mansion. Whispers. Footsteps. My father's voice. He forces a laugh, trying to sound rational, but the tremor in his tone betrays him. Jennifer leans forward. Grief has its own language, Chad. Sometimes it sounds like ghosts. He looks up, his eyes tired but honest. It's more than grief. It feels like the house is alive again. And with Tony missing, EJ shutting me out, I can't shake the feeling something's coming. Jennifer reaches across the table, placing a hand over his. You've carried that family's burden long enough. Maybe it's time to carry your own life again. Focus on your children, on the good. He nods, smiling faintly. Peace doesn't last long in my house, Jen. Every quiet moment feels like a warning. As the church bells ring in the distance, Chad looks toward the horizon, uneasy, haunted. Because in Salem, whispers don't fade, they foreshadow. And deep down, he knows the ghosts of the Damaras aren't just memories. They're coming home. Across town, fate draws two old friends, and rivals, into the same room again. Theo Carver freezes when he spots J.J. Devereaux walking into the community center. The years between them melt away, and for a moment, they're right back where it all went wrong. Anger, disappointment, and words that never should have been said. Didn't expect to see you here, J.J. says carefully. Theo crosses his arms. I could say the same. Some people never change. J.J.'s smirk falters. You think you know me, Theo? You don't. Not anymore. The tension crackles, old wounds reopened, pride battling guilt. But before the confrontation can spiral, Abe Carver enters with a calm smile. Theo, J.J. This is Liam Selico, my new mentee. The name hits Theo like ice. Liam, the boy who bullied him in school. The one who laughed at his pain. Silence grips the room. Liam's smile fades as recognition dawns. I was cruel, he admits quietly. I'm sorry, Theo. I really am. Theo stares at him. The apology he once prayed for now feels hollow, too late. Without a word, he turns and walks away. Abe watches, heart heavy but understanding. Sometimes, forgiveness isn't about the other person, it's about surviving your own memories. Later that evening, J.J. finds Jada Hunter outside the police station. He tells her he's decided to stay on the force. Salem's still broken, he says, but maybe that's why I'm still here. Jada smiles, eyes soft. Then maybe hope's still alive too. And in that fragile moment of resolve, J.J. realizes, maybe redemption starts with staying when it's easier to run. Night descends over Salem like a curtain of warning. The streets are quiet, but the silence feels unnatural, heavy with the promise of something waiting to break. Marlena's words echo in Xander's mind. Guilt can be the key. Sarah lies awake, staring at her hands, still trembling from the rage room. EJ paces the mansion halls, every flicker of light feeling like eyes watching him. And Chad dreams of whispers that sound too real to be dreams at all. Meanwhile, Theo stands outside the square, replaying the apology he couldn't accept, and wondering if he should have. Tomorrow, Salem will wake to Halloween Eve. And the peace that held this town together will finally shatter. A knife. A scream. A secret ready to explode. Because in Salem, the past doesn't rest in peace. It resurrects itself, one nightmare at a time. So tell us, Days fans, is Tony truly missing, or has Andre already taken his place? Comment your theories below, and stay tuned. Because Salem's darkest night has only just begun.